So when you were aboard the International Space Station, how much interaction did you have with astronauts of foreign nations, and was that interesting for you?
That's a good question, Justin. Yes, I had a fair amount of interaction with them. Of course, when I was there, they were Russians, and so I had to interact with the Russians a great deal. Sergei Krikalev, in particular, is a true international hero, in my opinion, and I got to work directly with him, and it was very enjoyable to work with the Russian crew members. They're very professional, excellent. They're smart, great spacemen and women, or spacemen. They don't have any women yet.
What is the coolest thing you've done in space?
The absolute coolest is going outside the space vehicle on an EVA. EVA stands for extravehicular activity. This is doing an EVA right here. These two guys are out working on the end of one of the truss segments, and you get all dressed up in this suit, and the suit weighs about 300 pounds on Earth and probably costs $3 to $5 million. So you got to really respect it. And you go out for 6 to 7 to 8 hours working constantly, doing manual labor and building things on the station. And that is, without a doubt, the most fun thing that I've ever done in my whole entire life. And the view there that you see when you're out there looking just through the face shield that is very, very thin is even better than this picture. And it's a little bit spooky. You look at that person in on the lower part of the picture holding on with his left hand. There's over 200 miles of nothing between him and the ground, and so that can be a little spooky. And then ended up with this really cool picture taken of me by that person right there, who is Heidi Piper. And one day we were just out there working. We took a short break, and I said, "Hey, Heidi, take my picture," and she took this one. But in this picture, you can see some of the tools that we use. This is a pistol grip tool. It's a real fancy cordless wrench, screwdriver wrench kind of thing. This is a small tether we use for body stabilization, and this is a larger semi-rigid tether that we use for body stabilization. And these are small tethers that are used to secure tools so nothing floats away.
How does the liftoff feel like all the G-force?
Yeah, the liftoff is both physically exciting and emotionally exciting. The physical part of it is not as disturbing as some of the things I've done to my body in an airplane. I've caused myself to nearly pass out in an airplane by pulling G's, and it was fun. I mean, I was glad to do it. You're laying on your back in the shuttle for launch, just like this, and the G-force is right through the chest, just like this. Now, I know you guys are doing vector analysis and vector studies in physics and in math. When you put the G-force through the chest like this, it is not very disturbing to the human. You can sustain up to probably 20 Gs. A catapult shot in the Navy is about that strong. But when it's through the chest, the body, and here the heart, of course, is right here, is almost in the same plane with the brain right up here that needs the fuel, i.e. oxygen, carried by the blood. So the G-force is not that bad. Now you can see you're packing a lot of weight on this suit, and when you get that 3 times the force of gravity pushing down, some people have a tough time breathing, but it's generally not that disturbing.